Boom. And welcome back to another episode of the Saucy Boys. I go by the name of Chaku.
Michael Stokes, baby.
And we are back for another episode.
Oh, feels so good. Feels so good.
How was your weekend?
Wow. Let me tell you, Chaku, it was a motherfucker. a lot of personal shit going on, but I'm glad to say that we got it taken care of. A compromise has been reached and everything is good again. But yeah, it was a motherfucker for a minute there, dog. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, good. You know that you got everything straightened out.
Now I know you've been going through some drama yourself. I don't want to
let me fucking tell you. God
well,
damn.
hold it. Let me start by saying this podcast is sponsored by. No, I'm just fucking with you. I wish that'd be great. But let's go ahead and get the rest of the intro out the way, and then we'll dive into that head first because I know you got some shit you got to get off.
I need that MeUndies sponsorship, so these motherfuckers will take notice.
Yeah.
So
he's like,
maybe
he's sponsored by MeUndies. Cut that man a check.
We gotta replace this shit.
Cut him a fucking check.
Yeah.
So this week I am the bearer of the Bevy, and I decided to go back to whiskey. You know what I'm saying? We've been drifting far from it, and it's been a while actually since we grabbed the whiskey.
It's been a few episodes.
So I was looking in the whiskey section at Total Wine. I told you initially I was looking at an Indian whiskey, and then I looked down and I saw this box, and I was like, "Fuck it, we're getting the French whiskey." This is Bellevoye. I want to say
that's actually pretty good. It sounded really French to me.
Bellevoye. Triple malt. I actually took a picture of the thing in Total Wine. You goddamn right I did. It says France, a non-peated triple distilled blend of 3 single malts from different regions of France. Brittany, Alsace, and Cognac. Aged in new oak barrels in the Cognac region for 3 to 8 years. Complex, aromatic, hints of banana, cocoa butter, and caramelized vanilla. Now that's kind of racist.
It's got the nana in there.
It kind of called me nigger. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like that kind of called me a nigger. But you know, it says it's delicious. It says light oak and complex. So the reason, of course, you know our thing. We like to grab bottles by the way they look. And I looked at this. I was like, man, that looks like perfume. Looks like a fucking cologne or something. So I was just like, fuck.
One of the regions you said on it was Alsace.
Alsace.
That's where the Saucy Boys are from.
The originators. We can trace our lineage back there.
To Alsace.
All right, let's go and get this open. Ugh.
Oh, that shit cute. Oh, damn. Oh, please tell me it's a cork top, though.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, okay. Man, I can't wait to get into this shit. Because it's been a long fucking weekend.
How have your gigs been?
They've been fucking horrible. And not in the sense that like the crowd's bad or anything like that. Mm-hmm. It's just the shit I got to deal with right now.
Whew. Everybody, they still requesting Bad Bunny or what?
Nah, it's more so like on the technical side of things. Thanks, Southwest.
Whoo, we about to cook another airline. I can't believe this. I'm so ready for this shit, dog. Yo, we getting these airlines the fuck up out of here, yo. Anyways, let me go ahead and pop the top on this.
Yeah, we'll wait till we get into the Bevy, and then I'll give you my. But yeah, I mean the gigs are good. I have one tonight, so I will be at the Deuce till 2 a.m. and then it's another early morning for me because I have to catch a flight tomorrow. I'll be heading out to. Ooh, let me get a whiff.
It smells like something I've had before. I want to say cognac.
Yeah.
But it doesn't smell as like strong as a cognac.
Yeah.
Know?
It's like it smells really smooth.
A little bit of that on the ice.
Yeah, but tomorrow I'm going to be heading to Vegas to celebrate my brother and sister's birthday.
Yay!
So I get a little R&R for once.
Vegas, baby! You get that? The hints?
Not bad.
You taste it?
No, I didn't taste it.
Oh, I'm about to say, motherfucker.
Not yet. All right, so cheers before we get into
Clank,
the
clank.
sippage. If you're pouring yourself a drink, Or if you already have one, drink up with us.
Don't drink and drive. Don't drink on the way to work. Does it taste like Crown? Am I tripping? Or is this just Crown?
It's just Crown.
I feel like it's Crown.
In a different bottle.
But stronger, maybe.
It's like, it's fancy Crown.
Yeah.
It's like was it XR?
Yeah. It's like the XR, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe after a few more sips, it'll.
I feel like this is just Crown. And here's the thing. Crown is Canadian whiskey. Canada, a country founded by the French. Maybe it's the same process. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But this tastes like just Crown, if I'm being real. So that means getting the proper mixer. Just be a little Coca-Cola, you know?
A little Coca-Cola.
A little splash about this. That is crazy.
Where was that with the whole gig thing?
But yeah. So go and get into
Oh,
that.
yeah, they've been straight. Tomorrow I head to Vegas, so I'll be there throughout the weekend, so I'm going to miss a couple of spots. But if you're catching this and you're looking for somewhere to go before the weekend on Friday night, I have a new young female DJ by the name of DJ Jess. She'll be covering for me on Friday alongside Rollin'. So go check them out at Espuelas. And then Saturday, I have a homie, Christian. He's going to cover Burleson for me. And then on Sunday, the doggy, Ryanell, is going to cover for me at a social. So, yeah, I mean, just look at any of my social medias and you'll see whatever's posted up there. Or if I get tagged in it, I'll share it and y'all can find where.
When you coming back?
I will be back Sunday afternoon.
Oh.
So, yeah.
But
Well, like,
you think Vegas is going to get the best of you, so you're not going to try and make your gig on Sunday night?
oh no, I'm going to be good. Vegas is I can do the Vegas thing.
Do you go hard in Vegas or no?
I moderately hard.
Moderately hard.
Because I'm old, so it's a little different.
I haven't been to Vegas since I've turned 30, so I wouldn't know.
I'm curious to see how it's going to be with all this like stuff going on, because I think did they do mandate masks again?
I don't know. I just know when they opened up, it was a very big deal.
Yeah.
Like the casinos and everything again, but I think people are still obeying like mask laws and, you know, all that shit. So, but no, I mean, it's Vegas, so enjoy. I haven't been since 2009. That was the last time I went when I turned 21. So
The wild thing about this trip to Vegas is I'm going with my brothers, and one's 20, he'll be 22 tomorrow, and the other one's 23. So those two, they're younger, and I don't know if they understand what they're getting into fully.
Yeah, and I remember,
because we about to have them fucked up.
Is it the one brother who got fucked up with your sister? She brought him to the backyard one day.
Yeah, he was all saucy.
And she was like, all he had was like one fucking
the margarita.
Yeah, like
shit.
big ass drink that don't even have that much alcohol in it.
It's
That's
all
hilarious.
like mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's goofy as fuck already, so it's gonna be an interesting time. But then like they're going and like their girlfriends are going, so.
Your parents going, or is it just?
Nah, it's gonna be me, my sister, brother's aunt, a couple of family friends, I think, and then a cousin, my cousin Pooker.
Damn, I wish you would have told me ahead of time, bro. I would have went.
Yeah, you pulled up.
Would have fucking pulled up. It's like yo.
You'd had a fly Frontier though.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't.
I mean, it's better than whatever Allegiant was doing.
Allegiant, Frontier.
I'm so glad I just don't have to fucking fly Southwest.
Woo! Let's go. Let's get into it. Cook these motherfuckers.
So,
cook them.
With that being said, let's get into it.
So we need to get an update. If you could fill them in of what happened last week, and then just give them the update of what's been going on now.
Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks, right?
It's been it's the second week, so this is about 2 weeks. Week 2.
Long story short, my equipment was damaged by Southwest, and I've been trying to make a claim to get my gear replaced. And I'm not asking for like, oh my God, like you need to do this. Like just replace the shit that y'all broke. Easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I emailed their support or whatever, their contact, and I get an email back like 5-6 days later, and they're like, oh, hey there. We're sorry that your bags were damaged and blah, blah, blah. And they go through this whole spiel. But here's $100 voucher. Hold on. No, let me pull up this email because.
So basically what you're saying is they did about almost $1,000 worth of damage to your equipment and basically tried to Band-Aid it over with, hey, here's $100 gift card. Enjoy yourself, kid.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so
what they've done.
Here's the email. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. We greatly value the feedback we receive from our customers and sincerely appreciate the opportunity you've given us to respond. Thank you, automation. Yeah. I was saddened to learn that upon your arrival, you found that your checked luggage had been damaged. Please know that we are not liable for fragile or electronic items contained within luggage, manufacturer defects, or for minor damage arising from normal wear and tear such as cuts, scratches, scuffs, stains, dents, puncture marks, and dirt. Additionally, customers must notify us of the claim and receive a baggage incident number not later than 4 hours after
4 hours.
Either the arrival of the flight on which the loss, damage, or delay is alleged to have occurred, or the receipt of the baggage, whichever is applicable. Nevertheless, we will take a claim at any time customer reports mishandling, and we have documented your reported damage. With that being said, we want to restore your faith in our company by welcoming you back for a more typical Southwest experience. To that end, we have issued you a $100 Southwest LUV voucher.
Wow.
Which will arrive in separate email within the next 30 days.
And you got to wait 30 days for it too? Wow.
Instructions for use are detailed on the voucher. If you have any questions, please call us at any time at 1-888-202-1024. Your patronage means the world to us, and we hope that you have the opportunity to welcome you on board a Southwest flight very soon. Fuck no. All right? How the fuck are you going to offer somebody a $100 voucher? That's like a coupon. That's a gift card. You offer somebody a $100 voucher for almost $1,000 worth of damages, and on top of that, that's not including the gigs that I had to cancel, shit that I couldn't pick up, the equipment that I had to rent, and the new equipment that I have to pay for, which is on back order and won't be here for another 2 or 3 weeks because COVID and everybody bought up all the equipment. You know what I'm saying? So
you couldn't find anything at like well, I can't believe this is how old I am. I was about to say Sam Goody.
Sam Goody.
I was about to say you didn't find nothing at Sam Goody, but
Yeah.
I was like Sam Ash. Sam Ash is closed too, ain't that?
No, so even Sam Ash, the shit that they had, they're like, hey man, like we don't have any controllers.
Guitar Center.
We don't have any. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
So they're like everything that the one that I'm looking for that I need specifically is on back order.
I like well, no, I don't like, but I think it's interesting because you read that email to me earlier this week when it happened, and the specificity in the hours after you land, 4 hours.
Yeah,
Who the fuck wants to? Nobody gets off a fucking plane ride and says, "Let me open my luggage." When they get home, most people just throw them shits to the side and go to sleep when they come home.
Yeah.
So that's their out right there because they know no one's gonna check their shit right after they land.
But then you think about that too. It's like, okay, I get off the plane, and for me, I had a gig when I got back.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I get back to the house, like I'm rushing to get to the next spot. So I'm not even thinking about like I'm expecting y'all because I told y'all before I even got on the fucking plane that this side needs to face up. Y'all put a fragile sticker on it. Mind you, when I landed, there was 2 stickers on it. One was on the top and one was on the bottom. So that means somebody was a fucking idiot. And so the damage that was done to the table, like there's wood chips and stuff from like where it hit on the inside of the case.
Yeah.
And that means somebody dumped it upside down. So that's negligence on your behalf. And so I'm losing money because y'all fucked up. And y'all want to give me a $100 voucher.
100. That's it.
$100.
Like maybe he'll get himself a couple drinks on his next flight.
Yeah, on the next flight, 2 drinks there and 2 drinks back, right? Like, fuck out of here.
25 each.
And so, and then, but like I said, so like, you know, having to rush to another gig and just getting off and not being able to check your shit till you get to the gig, you know? And then you see that it's damaging, like, well, fuck. And then you try to contact somebody at customer service and all you get is automated telling you like, hey, you know, we'll press this number for this menu and this menu and this menu. And then you finally get someone like, all right, we'll send an email here with pictures. Like, okay. And I do that, and then I don't hear from y'all for fucking 5-6 days. And then, you know, by then it's like, how do you even really know if I called within 4 hours or not?
That's their out, man. That's like, how they get away.
Like, I got to drop everything I'm doing and go back to the fucking airport because y'all fucked up.
So basically, it entails that as soon as you get off the flight, while you're in the airport, you got to bust open your shit, make sure it's together, and if you spot something right there in the airport, that's when you file that claim. Because I mean, you're gonna be on hold for about an hour anyways.
Yeah,
I was on through.
When I talked to the lady yesterday, I was on hold for 40 minutes, and then when I talked to her, she was fucking rude. Yeah. And she was pretty much like, "Oh, well, if you don't like the deal they gave you, then tough luck, nigga." Like, straight up.
Oh, you're not happy? We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care.
We don't give a fuck.
And so, look, I get this. I get that it's a big company, and I'm pretty sure y'all get calls daily. But at the same time, I feel like that's your duty as a company, is if your company clearly did something wrong, just right your wrong. Y'all make millions of dollars a day. Like, it's easy for y'all to just be like, hey, you know, whatever. Like, now I can understand if it was some crazy shit, like $10,000 worth of shit. I would never travel with that amount of gear. But, like, fucking $700, and y'all go give me $100 voucher.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, so that's my whole shit with them, and I've been trying to figure out what's my next move with that, because I would really like my shit to get replaced, but I've already lost so much. Like, just from not having my gear. And I have a backup thing, but it takes away from my job. Yeah. And it doesn't let me...
Does it sound as good?
It doesn't let me perform my job as well as I know I can. So, thanks, Southwest, for fucking that up. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Southwest.
Big thumbs up to y'all for
fuck you guys.
Amazing service.
So that's 2 off the list in 1 year. Southwest and Allegiant can both eat a dick.
You know what? I say this though, I would still fly with them because I mean, you got to get places, you know.
Gotta get places.
I would never trust y'all with any of
just
my
make
shit.
sure you don't check nothing.
Yeah, next time I'm sitting my turntable on my fucking lap.
Mail that shit. You're gonna be like Ben Stiller on Meet the Parents, where they're trying to check his bag and shit. And he's like, "Get your fucking hands off my bag." He's like, "It's not like it's a bomb."
Bomb. Y'all gonna have me on fucking CNN. All over the news.
Chaku Johnson.
Yep.
Did not want to check his DJ table.
Yep. They're gonna be like, yeah. So, but I mean, other than that, like, everything's been straight, but just this minor hiccup. But this is a very expensive lesson, kids. So if you want to figure out a quick way to spend almost $4,000,
woo,
you know, because I've lost out on a lot of shit.
It's a what's it called? It's a domino effect, basically.
Yeah, it's like one thing happens, and then it's just like, this is the fallout from that. So
that's crazy. But you were talking about shitty customer service and shiesty people, and so it kind of got me thinking. I kind of suffered, not as bad, but a similar situation dealing with like some shiesty people, and these people are at the vet. I had to take my dog in today, and just because I wanted to get him insured again. You know what I'm saying? Like he was on insurance when he was a puppy, but it was him and 2 other dogs, and then my dad eventually got rid of his 2 dogs, and you know there's no reason to be paying for all 3 of them, so like he let the insurance lapse. I didn't know that, and so now that I got my dog back and he's living with me now again, I decided like, all right, I want to go get him insured again. So like, the way their shit breaks down, they have like their tiers basically. So you got like the basic plan, the plus plan, and then there's like, we'll call it the gold plan. Now they're all relatively decently priced. I think the basic is $35 a month. There's the plus, which is $45, and then the gold is $55. Now what they'll give you that, and whenever you bring your dog in for the initial visit, they also throw in, it's like you also got to pay a $50 activation charge for for being added to the insurance, one, and then they have to go through like a physical, like a full scale physical, and then the doctor will make their recommendations on what your dog needs also.
And they're going to recommend that. They're going to recommend the gold package.
Exactly. So you could go in there with the thought of just like, yo, I just want them to be covered. And these niggas are going to hit you the fuck up, dog.
Yeah.
They was like, when I walked in there, I'm pretty sure they were playing 50 Cent Ski Mask Way, dog. Like, them niggas was ready, dog. Like, they hit me with the, they were like, yeah, so with just the basic plan and the activation fee, you're only looking at $80 today that you're going to have to pay. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. Because also they got like the flea, heart, and it's like the 3-in-1 flea, tick, and heartworm prevention. Mm-hmm. And they make you add that on also is another extra $25 a month. But my dad was like, no, that's a scam. Just buy the 6 month for it when you go one time, and you'll save money. And I was just like, oh, okay. So they like told me like the 6 month is like because they sell you it's like a 3-in-1 pill. And they're like, yo, the 6 month is like $140. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I'll come back for that. I don't need it right now. Yeah. But I'm eventually going to get it for my dog. So I waved that off the table. And then they take my dog at 9:15, mind you. And they're like, I'm like, hey, when's this going to be done? I got to go run some errands. I'll be back. And they're just like, oh, typically probably like 1 or 2. And I'm like, all right, cool. Man, 2 o'clock comes around. I don't hear nothing from them. I'm just like, yo, is my dog good? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm tripping, man.
John Wick, these
like, yo, it's like, you straight up, I might have to go in there and fuck some shit up, dog. Like, what's going on with my dog, man? I miss this motherfucker. And so, like, I call him at like 3:30. I'm like, hey, I'm just checking in. Like, can I pick up my dog? And they're just like, oh, we're still running diagnostics. It should be like another 20 minutes and we'll let you know.
Was he a fucking car?
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? So they call me back. After I go stop and get this, and they're letting me know, like, and it's the doctor, and it's like, we just finished the blood work, everything's good. I'm just gonna make my recommendations. Has he been scratching around his ear recently? And I was just like, yeah. I mean, I figured like maybe I was hoping he didn't have fleas or nothing. She was like, no, he doesn't have fleas, but he has like a mild ear infection. So we're gonna prescribe him like this ear wash and like a medication for his ears. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? How much more can that be? You know what I'm saying? Not a big deal. And then she was just like, he also has dry skin, so we're going to prescribe him like some fish oil too. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. No big deal. So mind you, they quoted me 80 this morning. And then they're like, so after all that comes in, with my recommendations, it's going to be $250 for you today. And I was like, motherfucker, what? Yeah. Like, yo, what?
They good at that.
Like, how the fuck you finesse me that fast? So I was just like,
good at that.
She's like, is that going to be okay? I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Like, so it kind of has to be now.
So I immediately get on my phone.
You done worried the shit out of me.
Yeah, I was just like, I hop on the phone. I'm just like, man, fish oil can't be that much. And I like Google it. I'm like, fish oil for dogs. And it was like fish oil pills. Literally like $30. Yeah. For like a 90-day supply. And I'm just like, what?
It's just because the convenience for them to do it.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But that's too. There's like other like home remedies that you can do. Like if your dog has dry skin and stuff like that, you can use like coconut oil or some shit like that.
I'm pretty sure, but
it's just they use like these tactics to where like they tell you like, oh, I recommend that because if not, then your dog might die.
Yeah, like, no, she was just like, these are just my recommendations, and I'm just like, well, recommendations can be declined, bitch. Yeah. So, no, I don't like, so I got there and I was just like, yo, I just ordered him some fish oil chews, so go ahead and knock those off. We don't need that shit. It's like, I'll take the thing with the ears and stuff. So it eventually came out to like 160 for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, that's crazy. And then I get home and tell my girl about this and she was like, wait, what did they say? I was just like, they said he has like a mild ear infection. And she was like, they said the same thing about my dogs. So it's a fucking hustle. It's a hustle. They just tell people that so they get it.
They're probably like, man, we got this surplus of ear wash in the back. Yeah. What the fuck are we going to do with it?
It's a hustle. Like, no fuck. Not every fucking dog out there has a mild ear infection. Get the fuck out of here.
Does your dog make noise? Yeah, then my recommendation is ear wash. He might have an ear infection.
Does he lick his balls?
Ear wash.
You might want to try this ear wash, or we actually got some mouthwash for canines too. That'll be an extra $150.
Because he's been down there licking his balls. Yeah.
But fuck, man. So it's like I ran it by my dad the night before just because I was letting him know, and I told him I was like, yeah, I got a plan. I think it's gonna be like 60 something a month, and he was like, wait, what? He's like, it's not that expensive, and I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I pulled up like the receipt from when I registered him like a month ago. And he was just like, man, take that heart pill shit off. You don't need that. Yeah. I was just like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, you don't fucking need that. He's like, I never got that for any of the dogs.
You know what's crazy is my mom, our family, we had like a little toy poodle, and she's passed away like a year ago.
Has it been that long already?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
it's been about a year. But just like we took good care of her, and she never really needed like all that. She never had no issues.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy because we didn't go to the vet like regular. It's just like whenever she had shit going on, I was like, oh, take her to the vet, just in case it might be serious. But other than that, like, she was good. And,
so I'm all about I have no issue insuring the dog specifically because, I mean, it's a part of owning an animal.
Yeah.
They're going to die before you, more than likely.
Yeah.
And it makes the cost of everything a lot simpler as opposed to the dog dying.
And then you
taking it in uninsured and ended up having to pay like $2,000 to get it euthanized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. So that's my whole reason behind it. But it's just, I hate the fucking, what's the word? The underhandedness of it. Or like the shadiness of it, basically.
Yeah. Because, okay, so like with my mom's dog, so she was having issues. She kind of like collapsed. And she was just like, wasn't doing good. So we took her in, and instead of giving us like solutions or like things that we can do to like help her, the lady was just like, oh, you got to put your dog down.
Murk it.
So, kill your dog, and then here's all these options for cremation and all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my mom was like bawling her fucking eyes out. And so, like, we talked to a couple of people and got some second opinions and shit. And I mean, we just ended up taking her back home, and maybe about 2 weeks after, I mean, she passed, but I mean, she got to be at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. This shit was just crazy to me that she comes in hot with just, oh, you got to kill your dog.
Yeah.
Like, you got to put her down.
And it's like, oh, dog's about to die. Oh, we'll kill it for you.
And so they give us a list of like this shit with like all these options, and it's just like a big ass price sheet of like things, versus like how can we help your dog? Let's see what we can do to make sure your dog, lives a little bit longer. They were like, nah, you gotta kill this motherfucker today, and we're gonna charge you a bunch of money to do it. So
and that motherfucker, homie.
Yeah, that shit is that's wild to me.
So I remember with my first family pet when he was eventually about to die. And the reason why my dad's so like savvy about all this shit is because they basically did that to him. He took my dog to he took the family dog to like 2 different vets, and they were just like, he's in pain. You got to euthanize him. Oh, and it's going to be like $1,500 right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was just like, nah, fuck all that. So like after they ran him up on the money, he eventually had to just and go with it. And so ever since then, he got smart to it, and that's why we started doing the insurance.
Yeah.
Because back then, I think our first family pet, we just didn't have insurance. We just took care of the dog like as good as we could.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's the crazy thing too, is because like the lady, she was just being real fucking like, just like, about it.
Yeah.
She was like, well, it's inhumane for you to do this to your dog and blah, blah. It's like, yo.
Like, bitch, you're inhumane.
Yeah, like coming in here, your dog's pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Kill it. Like, fuck out of here. So,
yes,
that's like the Southwest of vet clinics.
Welcome to Southwest Vets.
Yeah, Southwest Vets. Man, I'm so salty about them.
Fuck.
Man, you know what? After all this shit talking, like, hopefully they make it right.
I'm going to keep it funky with you, man. I think I've only flown Southwest like 2 times in my life.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were okay. It wasn't
the flight wasn't bad. It's just like their customer service and how they handle shit. It's like, like take care of the people that are spending money on your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but whatever.
What else?
You know.
But yeah, shysters, people out there, shitty customer service. It's a part of the world. But I mean, my thing, don't work customer service if you're just gonna be a fucking asshole.
Yeah, for real. I understand people are gonna be fucking rude, and that's just some people. But at the same time, it's like you gotta know how to like handle that shit.
Yeah.
Like if you have real thin skin, like you shouldn't be in customer service.
Now, granted, as someone who worked at a bank, I knew that wasn't gonna be my final place because I knew I don't like this shit.
Yeah.
There's only so much shit that I can eat before I want to jump in your face and tell you something. So it's like you're not going to belittle me and belittle my intelligence just to make your fucking ego feel good. You know what I'm saying? And that shit got annoying. So that's why the worst aspect of working at the bank, especially during COVID times, was when you had to sit on the phone and take calls. Mm-hmm. The call center is the worst.
Yeah.
The fucking worst. And that's why they can't fucking they can't find people to fill those positions since COVID.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers don't want to go back to it. It sucks. So I can understand, but with that being said, what you had to deal with Southwest, she's clearly just she's been through it so long, she just doesn't give a fuck no more.
Yeah, she's like, oh, whatever, your shit's broke. Like,
Yeah.
good luck.
Deal with it.
Here's $100 voucher.
Oh, you don't want the $100? Well,
And that's what she said. She's like, well, if that isn't good enough for you, I'm like, oh, well, obviously it's fucking not because I'm talking on the phone with you.
What
like
I gonna do with this?
I was like, you think I want to be sitting here waiting online for fucking 40 minutes to talk to your shitty ass attitude? Like, no, I would much rather be doing something else with my time. But instead, I'm sitting here talking to your bitter ass. You probably sitting at home with 2 cats. Fuck out of here.
Welcome to Southwest.
This is, what do you need? Yeah, so whoever that lady was, fuck her. Yo, I had some crazy shit happen the other day.
What's up?
So, I'm going to like put my equipment away, and I pull around the corner in my complex, and there's a man in the middle of the road, right next to where my garage is at, butt ass naked with a karate belt on.
What the fuck?
And this nigga is in the most like kung fu stance. The shit was scary.
What the fuck is happening?
It was like Afro Ninja. He was a black dude.
What the fuck?
And he was just fucking, he was ready to go to war, I guess. I don't know. And the security truck was like parked behind him with the lights flashing on his ass cheeks.
Yeah.
And I got a video of it.
Oh God.
I have to show you.
No, you gotta get rid of that, homie. I don't want to see that.
But it's wild. I was like, yo, this nigga's out here practicing karate butt naked.
Nah, he tweaking.
And so, yeah, he was tweaking. This nigga was on some shit.
Yeah.
And so there's one of the neighbors around here, and he's holding like a pipe or a bat or some shit. And I guess like just in case, because the dude was yelling at his kids and his wife. So protect your own, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like trying to get to my garage and put my shit away. And so I'm just watching this shit unfold, and I was like, fuck. I was like, this dude's tweaking. He's probably on some method, like some shit that's gonna turn this nigga into a superhero. and he's gonna beat this white man's ass.
Yeah.
And the cops are gonna come and shoot his ass up.
Oh fuck! And you gotta see the whole thing.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right. In my head, I'm like, if he jumps on this white dude and starts beating him, I gotta do something. I can't just like let this white man get his ass beat. But at the same time, I don't want to wrestle a dude with his dick out. That's just not. And I'm thinking of ways. I'm like,
please stay still.
I'm looking in my car like, do I have a blanket or like something like wrap this nigga up? Because yeah, I don't want this nigga's dick on my leg. I'm already wearing booty shorts. This shit is not gonna pan out right for me if he jumps at me. And so it got tense. This nigga was in the bed of the truck. He hopped on the security truck because he was trying to get in it. He's like, I know you. He's like saying weird shit in the window. And so he hops in the back of the truck, and the guy's standing there. He's like, the guy that had the pipe that was, getting ready to defend himself against the dude if some shit popped off. And the guy's like, well, you got that for you scared? And it's like, fuck yeah, I'm scared. You ripped this shit, you butt naked, and you got a karate belt on. I'm not fucking with you.
I would not take your apartment for a place with
Right?
crazies like that. That's
right.
That's alarming.
Mind you, like his clothes are scattered all over the ground, and it looks like some shit out of a movie,
like bath salts or something.
Yeah, he was on some other shit. I'm like, yo, like man. So he's in the bed of the truck, and he's talking to the guy, and the guy's like, look, man, just like grab your clothes and like go, like But you can't really reason with somebody that's tweaking on some shit like that.
I mean, he's butt naked.
That nigga's in another world.
There is reason's gone. Reason went out the window when his clothes came off.
And it's funny because he kept tightening the karate belt. I think that was the funniest shit to me. It's just he kept tightening the belt. I'm like, nigga, there's nothing for the belt to hold on to. So, so he's like in the back of the truck and he's talking to the guy. And he's like, the conversation starts to get a little amped up.
Yeah.
And so Karate Man, he's in the back of the truck and he's like, you want to learn real karate? Yeah. And he hops out the back of the truck and starts charging the dude. I'm like, fuck. I'm standing like right behind him. So I'm like, damn, all right, if he takes dude down, like I got to jump on top of him. Do something to like neutralize it. Right? So I didn't realize, but the white dude had a fucking rock, a big ass rock in his hand. And he chunked it at dude and it hit. And you could hear it. But you know how like when you get hit with something like heavy?
Yeah.
And it makes like a loud like.
Yeah.
You could hear that shit from like a block away.
Fuck.
So it hit the dude and he dropped and he's like, ah. And he did like a Dragon Ball Z stance and he like fell to the ground on his knees. He's like, so he's breathing all hard and shit. And then he looked up and I thought he was about to get back up. And then homie walked over there and like kind of hit him with the pipe. Oh, he did the grunt shit again. And then he kicked dude in the face and he dropped him. I was like, oh, thank God I ain't got to wrestle this butt naked dude.
You know that white guy just did that because he felt like it.
In my head, I was talking to my friend. I was like, he's probably like, yeah, I'm fucking kick this.
Got to beat this nigger up.
Yeah. But then he's talking to me. He's like, I met the dude before. He's cool. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're black too. Oh, my bad. I had no idea you were there.
Yeah, so it was a weird turn of events. So, like, nigga, I was just trying to put my shit up. And I got to run into butt naked karate man.
Wow.
So,
what night was this?
Damn, what night was it?
Was Sunday?
I think it was Sunday.
Wow. You getting wild on a Sunday like that? Fuck.
Yeah. But
a Sunday fun day.
I kind of felt bad for homie. I mean, drugs are a choice, right? But I kind of felt bad for dude because, like, he was just all fucked up at the end. Like, this nigga did not know where he was at. Yeah. It was sad, like, to see somebody like that, like, crazy out of their mind on some shit.
No PCP.
But then what made the story even like worse is the neighbors were like, oh, I think he has kids in the house. And he's like, yeah, he lives in the apartment under me. And I think he left the door open. I think there's kids in there.
What?
And so, yeah.
Fuck.
So I think everybody's good. Even Karate Man's good. Yeah. He's out of his fucking mind, but he's good.
Were cops called?
Yeah, there's tons of cops. Fire truck pulled up. I'm just like loading my shit in the garage. Like the cops are all looking at me. I'm like, look, this is what I was trying to do.
You, sir. I don't know.
I was like, I don't have warrants anymore. I'm legal. My license is updated. Everything's good. Everything's Gucci. Leave me alone. Butt naked karate man is the one you want, not me.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
But yeah, so that was wild times. And I've only been here for what, like
not even
2 months?
Almost month and a half, maybe. Yeah. That's woo, man. I can say we don't have nothing like that's happened in my place yet.
Let's see what month 3 brings. It's gonna be a whole fucking squad of naked karate men outside.
I didn't realize it was so exciting over here, you know? So much
and I didn't think nothing of it because like I'm walking out the house and I hear yelling and I'm like,
yeah, oh,
the kids is outside playing. Nah, it's a grown ass man with an afro and the karate belt naked. So
what's gonna suck is when I leave tonight. What if he like comes out and he's like, I heard y'all talking about me.
Y'all got a podcast, right? This nigga just hops out the bushes.
These walls aren't that hard, you know, pretty thin.
Oh man,
heard all that shit.
So if you're ever in my neighborhood, if you know where I stay at, watch out for butt naked karate man.
That's crazy. Speaking of butt naked and karate man, this is my favorite part of this movie right here. We've stated it before. We like to play movies with the sound off now while we're doing the pod. That's actually it might be a new podcast we're coming up with.
We might have to put that shit in.
This week we're enjoying the illustrious flick Predator 2. And this is the part where Predator cuts the Jamaican drug lord's head off and he's like still screaming when he's headless. Shit fucked me up as a kid, man. I'm telling you. I thought it was dope as shit. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm going to be completely honest.
What's up?
I've never seen this.
You've never seen Predator 2?
I've never seen Predator 2.
Bro, what?
I'm surprised at myself.
I watched it. So as a kid, not a lot of black actors out there. So all, everyone we watch, man's yelling. So it's like all the action movies you watch, it's always these white guys and shit like that,
Yeah.
And then we get Wesley Snipes. And then I see like Lethal Weapon and Danny Glover's in it. So it's just like I gravitate to the movies where there's a character in it who looks like me fighting and being a badass,
being a superhero.
And so lo and behold, to me, I see Predator 1. I love it, of course, because it's fucking male testosterone cranked up to 11. And then HBO debuts Part 2, and I watch it with my dad. And I fucking loved it too, because I'm just like, oh shit, the dude from Lethal Weapon is fighting a Predator now? Like, oh fuck. And people say what they want, but right here, the scene right here that begs, oh, they cut it off. Oh, that's horseshit. Never mind. I think it's later in the movie. I was about to say a little Easter egg. You see an alien head on the wall, and that's what basically spawns Alien versus Predator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to get a little nerdy into it,
I'm gonna have to revisit this probably on the flight.
Yeah.
To Vegas.
Great movie. I love this.
Yeah,
movie.
I'm I may have seen it, but I just don't remember it because I was so young.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of movies like that. It's like you watch it, and then when you rewatch it, like, yo, I don't remember. Fuck, Delta to Texas. Yeah. Another airline on there. Delta, don't fuck up.
Fucking Delta.
But nah, it's just like you watch a lot of movies when you're young, and then like when you revisit them and you watch them, it's not as good.
No, a lot of them aren't.
There's some that hold up. There's some that hold up and they'll be really good. But like whenever Disney Plus first launched and they had like all the cartoons on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. And I started watching them. I was like,
wow, this isn't as interesting as I thought.
Like, this is not as fun as I remembered it. Like, what's going on?
I'll tell you one of the first times that happened to me. It was the Power Rangers movie. When it came out and I was a kid, it was amazing.
8-ball, corner pocket. I said all the time.
Ivan Ooze got the whole town of Angel Grove going codeine crazy.
For real.
Moving that purple stuff. Shit was wild. But I remember like watching it probably because it came out in like the mid 90s. So I think I watched it in high school. And I think I was like a senior. It came on HBO again. And I remember like being so hyped. Like, oh man, I haven't seen this shit in like 10 years. And it started and I was just like, God, this movie's fucking trash. Like, holy shit.
Terrible.
Like, this movie's fucking garbage. Like, goddamn.
What about Ninja Turtles?
Oh, that's another one that because the Power Rangers thing scarred me so bad that I was like, I don't want to ruin another movie from my childhood. And I eventually did it when they rebooted Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Same thing. I was just like, fuck, this movie is garbage.
You know what? But there are certain parts that I remember, and I'm just like, okay, yeah.
Of course.
Like, it still holds up.
Of course. Like, I think it's funny because I remember, like, a lot of trivia coming out. So in the first movie, they could use their weapons, and then it got so big that when they made the second movie, they were like, all right, well, this is going to be a very kid-friendly movie, so the turtles can't use their weapons. So if you notice in the second movie, there's like a scene in the beginning where they get netted, or there's like a part where they get netted.
Yeah.
And Donna and who is it? Leonardo. Mm-hmm. He doesn't pull out his sword to cut the net because they told them they can't use weapons. So that's why in part 2 they're always like grabbing items to fight with instead of using the fucking weapons that are on their back. And it's stupid as shit.
I didn't notice.
And
that.
yeah, and it ruins the movie now.
Damn.
It breaks the movie for me.
I gotta go back and watch it.
I'm just like, this movie is horrible. It makes no sense.
But yeah, nah. I definitely have to check this out because I don't remember it.
Oh yeah, this is we used to do this scene all the time because like the Predator, like he'll watch his people and then he repeats what they say, and so that little kid like goes up to him and he like holds out candy. He's like, "Want some candy?" And so it's like, as a kid, like me and my friends would like fuck around and be like, "Want some candy? Want some candy?"
Oh yeah. Oh shit, man! Speaking of movies, I watched a movie the other day.
Oh,
Malignant.
Wow, how was it?
Man, James Wan, what the fuck were you doing, bro?
James Wan, the maker of the Conjuring universe.
I was expecting this shit to be like a horror movie, like scary.
Yeah.
And it just, I'm gonna let you watch it to formulate your own opinion because I know you haven't seen it yet. But there's just parts like when you see, you can be like, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like my tone right now, like you'll remember this moment and you'll be like, oh, I get it. You just can't really say too much about it. You just gotta watch it. Because if I say too much, I'll give it away.
I almost want you to tell me, but we got viewers, we got listeners.
But I'm not gonna do no spoilers.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that you just watch it on HBO Max. Don't go to the movies to see it.
I had no intention of going to the movies for it at all.
Because I almost did. I was almost like, fuck it, like let me just go to the movies and watch it. But
it takes a very special horror movie to get me to the theater to see it, especially in this age where shit comes up on HBO Max. I did see the last Conjuring at home, but originally I wanted to go to the theater to see it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, fuck it, let's get it popping right now. We ordered food and just chilled and watched it.
And see, that was another one. I'm glad it wasn't bad, but I was glad I watched it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but also I don't think it was as good as the first two.
It wasn't movie theater worthy.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like it was like a rush project that they just put out. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the sad thing now with like streaming platforms. It's like so many people have to get shit out quick.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't think people take their time with it. But like if you notice, a lot of the movies that took like a long time to make, like those are the really good ones.
Yeah.
Because like everything else just feels like processed and like rushed out.
Yeah.
Like all the Kevin Hart movies.
Oh, that's cool.
It's real though. That's real.
It's true.
There's a couple of them out of the batch that were actually pretty good, but for the most part, they just follow that template and they fucking put a movie out and they know it's going to get a lot of views because it's Kevin Hart.
Essentially.
And it's not that he's not funny. For me, like, he's funny.
Here's the thing. Kevin, he's just super commercial, though.
Yeah.
He knows that. He's self-aware of it.
Yeah,
I think it was, what part? I think he was on Joe Rogan. And he was, like, basically gushing about why he loves Dave Chappelle so much. And he essentially just admitted, like, well, Dave Chappelle doesn't have to answer to, like, to sponsors and all these people like I do. And that's why he's amazing, because he can say whatever the fuck he wants and you'll still think he's funny and love him. If I do that, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, that's why he puts him on that pedestal of like funny. But it's like, man, if Kevin Hart wanted to, if he did like a no cameras allowed concert, he'd probably have me laugh my ass off.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have to do like the pandering and basic bullshit to the commercial audience. It's just, I'm just gonna be funny how you want me to be.
Yeah, and
that's the thing. Like, you reach a certain level of success, then it's like, well, it has to be like universal. You know what I'm saying? Like the comedy can't.
Everybody has to get it.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's what his issue is. Unfortunately, that's why.
But I mean, at the end of the day, too, it's like he's one of those. When it comes to comedians, that's up there. Mm-hmm. Like he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, it's like, get your money.
Of course. That's what everyone dreams of.
Yeah.
You want to be the comedian
and I mean,
who can do that.
All the shit that leading up to where he's at now was like the more raw and like shit, because he was coming up and he busted his ass to get to that point. So,
yeah.
So he could be the baby of film.
The baby of film.
The baby of film. He just.
It's crazy. I think it's wild though, because to a detriment. Well, not to a detriment, but you think like other comedians like Chris Rock and all that. It's the reason why like I still find them funny is because they weren't good at movies.
Yeah,
a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the comedians who will always be funny to me because they didn't find success in films to where they had to be the movie star also. Yeah, it's just like, nah, I'm just the comedian. So like that's why anytime a Chris Rock stand up comes on, I'm gonna watch it. Chappelle too. I mean, what's it called? Half Baked is a cult classic. By no means is it like this acting extraordinaire. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that good, but it's just like, that's why we love. You know what I'm saying?
We love it because it's stupid.
But it's like if you cross over, you get that mass appeal, kind of like Eddie Murphy did and all them. Then it's like I feel like the stand up side begins to suffer.
Yeah, it does.
You know.
So. But yeah, with that movie, we went to a whole other thing. Yeah, but Malignant, man. If you get a chance, check it out, and then let me know what you think, and we'll revisit it and we'll talk about it on the show. Yeah. But for those of y'all that seen it, like, man,
I've been trying to. So like, here's the funny part. I remember before it came out, I like texted my girl. I was like, hey, there's this new movie coming out. We're going to watch it on HBO Max. She's like, okay, cool. And then like when she comes home, it's like a Friday night. We're not doing nothing. I pull up HBO Max and I'm like, oh, it's already on there. There it is. So it's called Malignant. It's from the people who made The Conjuring. She was just like, I'm not in the mood to watch a scary movie tonight. And I was like, all right, cool. Whatever. Don't think nothing of it. And then like a week later, she like, hey, my friend basically just shit on that whole movie or whatnot. They said it was like funny. Don't waste your money and all this stuff.
It was a comedy.
That's essentially what she said. She's like, I can't believe that I went and
I don't want to say that, but yeah, it was a comedy. Once you said it was funny, yeah, it was a comedy.
And I was just like, fuck.
But the thing that pisses me off most about that movie is that, have you seen Aquaman?
Yeah.
So James Wan did that, right?
Uh-huh.
The camera work in some of the scenes, like the action scenes of the movements, like the camera movement, it reminds me of that movie.
But they're not underwater.
But it's in a horror movie. Well, I'm talking about the shit like above ground.
Oh, okay.
Like the fight scenes like on ground. So like in the beginning with like his mom and shit.
Yeah.
And how it's like these intricate like, or like when he's Manta, like when they had that whole like scene or whatever. But the camera movement is like exactly like that. And I'm looking, I'm like, is this a fucking DC movie? Like, and now like I had to like look and I was like, is this based off a comic?
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's definitely interesting. It's not something I would spend money on, but yeah, if you get a chance and you got some time to waste, go ahead, watch it. Fuck. And you can formulate your own shit and make fun of it with me.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I did have high hopes for it, but never mind. What's the time we got right now?
I think we about like an hour almost.
All right, so I guess we can dive into music corner then.
But you want to touch on the other stuff? I mean, we still got spooky season.
Oh, I mean,
hoodie
yeah,
season. We can briefly.
Hey, look, basically September. This morning I woke up and I had to go outside, of course, because I had to bring my dog to the vet real early, and I was like, yo, I could wear a hoodie right now. Mm-hmm. It hit me, and I was just like, oh shit, are we there?
We're almost
It's
there.
like, are we here? Like, did it come early? Did Christmas come early this year? Is it hoodie season?
I think that's my favorite season.
Oh, it's the best. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I don't give a shit what anyone says. And I feel like as hotter as it gets because of global warming, I see more and more people turning on the summer. And I'm telling them, because I've been saying this for years, that the summer sucks. It's overrated.
It does.
It is overrated, man.
Especially when you have to DJ outside.
I'm saying.
And I got to put my fucking laptop on an ice bucket.
I hated the summer before I got fat. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, that's real shit. That'll let you know how much I hate the summer. Like, it's miserable. And these motherfuckers are just like, I want to be in my bikini.
Unless I'm in a pool or something, I do not like the summer.
Unless you're in a pool, which you can't be all day, or unless you're on the beach, which you can't be all the fucking time, the summer sucks. It's not good.
You get in your car, it's all hot.
And you got leather seats too, don't you? Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
You got to roll down the windows quick.
I don't know how. And your fucking electricity bill is ridiculous because you're pumping that shit.
I've been wearing booty shorts and my goddamn legs have been burning up on my seats when I hop in that shit.
I'm saying, man, it's horrible. But yeah, I got a little taste of the hoodie season this morning and I was liking it. I almost just grabbed the hoodie just for the fuck of it, but I was like, you know what? I'm a chill.
So with that being stated, and hoodie season is coming up, we have a little something special
coming
in the works. Some hoodies and some long sleeves.
So yeah, right now we're we should give you an update on that because we did announce it on the first show back. So we're gonna move from t-shirts because of course the weather is getting a little bit cooler into like long sleeves and hoodies more than likely. Right now we're just sourcing to see who can give us the best price on them. So also, if you know somebody out there who does silkscreen printing, does any of that,
because this is what we
let us
want.
know.
We're not necessarily trying to make money off of these. We just want y'all to have some merch. We just want you to have some merch. So we want to give y'all some quality shit and not hit y'all over the head with a price. Because
I'm gonna hit you over the head. Fuck that.
So, reasonable pricing for these.
Yeah, reasonable pricing.
About $80 per shirt.
$80. No.
I'm trying to be on my Travis Scott shit.
Most of the quotes that we got are looking at like probably 40 to 45 per hoodie, essentially. So if we do sweatshirts, it would definitely be cheaper. But I don't want to get into the logistics of it too much right now.
Yeah, we'll get shit set up and then limited quantities.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
First come, first serve. Whoever gets it, and then if there's a higher demand for it, then we'll start pushing more out. But
spread the word.
For the first run, we're gonna do limited quantities.
Yeah.
So
be
on the lookout for that.
Don't wear them. They're gonna collector's items, bitches.
We'll sign them.
Fuck yeah.
For Music Corner, what were we gonna talk about? Man, the French whiskey is starting to hit.
French whiskey. We're gonna call it Frisky.
The Frisky.
Frisky. Yeah.
Sipping on this Frisky, baby.
That Frisky in my system, bitch. Anyways, we were just gonna improvise a bit. A lot of shit's been happening. I'm sorry, I have not been paying too much attention outside of the new album releases that came out the last 2 weeks. So I really haven't been out there, but we're just dabbling around. I know Fat Joe and Ja Rule just had a versus. Did you end up seeing that?
Yeah, I seen a piece of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I know Fat Joe was being extra weird with Ashanti. I was watching shit, and when she came out, I was like, okay, cool, Ashanti. And then fucking Fat Joe just, Ashanti, you look beautiful. And he's like, damn, Ashanti, you smell good. And then he kept saying it, and I was like, okay, yeah, nigga, she gets it. She smells good. But now I want to know what Ashanti smells like. Not in a weird way.
Not in a weird
way. But the way Fat Joe was saying it, I had some questions. And it was concerning me a little bit that this nigga was just like, oh, Ashanti, damn, girl. You beautiful. That's my sister.
My sister.
And you smell good. And I was like, bro, just chill out.
What did she do? I figured the funniest thing of the night would have been when she comes on stage to perform a song with Ja Rule and then walks across the stage to perform a song with Fat Joe.
That's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did. I think, what's the one that she had with Ja Rule? The couple? It was I forgot which one she sang.
Ashanti. And that one, and then there's Mesmerize.
I think it was Mesmerize.
Yeah.
That shit. And so right when she gets done, them two niggas start talking shit, and then she walks across the stage, and then she's like, listen up. Fucking mic is on. Yeah, she starts doing that shit.
Got to do. Ironically, that's Ja Rule on the hook. I never knew that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's Ja Rule singing the hook. He just wasn't in the video.
Wow.
That's crazy, huh?
See, now I got to go back and listen to that shit.
That's crazy.
Now as you say that, I can see it's
Got to do.
But yeah, so she just walks across the stage, performs that song, and Fat Joe's smelling her hair and shit. I can't call him Fat Joe. I gotta call him Joe.
Joey Crack.
He just Joe, because lost all the weight.
Better cut that shit. He gonna be on SVU.
At the end of the shit, he bought all the girls on the shit. He bought them bags.
Damn.
I don't know what kind of bags. I didn't see.
Birkin?
Maybe it was Birkin bags. Because niggas got money. But it was weird to me because he's like, man, you smell so good. And he kept saying that. That shit just is replaying in my head because it's so creepy. To me, it's creepy.
I think he had to apologize on Twitter today. Because I was listening to Breakfast Club, and I think Charlamagne was calling him out on it. He was like, yeah, it was kind of off. It was kind of weird or whatnot. And Angela Yee was like, oh yeah, he apologized on Twitter about it. I was
Maybe he was a little litty.
I'm thinking he was saucy in the moment, feeling himself.
I think you have when it comes to women, you have a one you smell good limit.
Yeah.
Because then
before it gets creepy.
Yeah, because you say that shit more than once, and girls are like, why the fuck are you smelling me?
It goes from pleasant compliment to, holy shit, you're creepy.
Yeah, why you keep sniffing me?
When you dub up on it. Just two.
But, yeah, I can appreciate a woman smelling really nice, but I'm not going to repeat that shit. Honestly, I wouldn't even say anything. I just keep it to myself. Oh, she smells nice.
Even if it's your girl. If it's your girl, and it's in the moment, and some shit's gonna go down.
Damn, girl, you smell good.
You could drop an extra. You smell good.
You smell good.
But if it's just some random girl,
good.
Yeah,
if it's just some random chick, I can't. One of my friends, they came to visit me at one of my gigs, and they walked up and they gave me a hug, and just all the scents, right? It smelled really good. It smelled like some expensive perfume, like some Bond No. 9 type shit.
Yeah.
And in that instant, I wanted to be like, man, you smell. But then I dialed back and I was like, don't say that because that's weird.
I think it's the delivery. Like if you would have been like, you smell good, then nah. But if you're like, damn, hey, that smells good. What is that?
Yeah, because I wanted to know what it was.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it smelled good enough to where I was like, shit, I probably wear that. It was like some like unisex. So there's a particular cologne out there, and I think it's unisex, but it's Bond No. 9. It's called Riverside Drive, and it's discontinued. And for the longest, I had a small bottle back in the day, and because one of my friends used to work at Saks.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to like re-up and get another one, but those bottles are like $400.
God damn.
And so around my birthday this year, I was like, man, let me see if they got them. I'm just gonna say fuck it and grab another one. So I look online and like, this fragrance has been discontinued. I'm like, no, that was like my favorite one. But I found one online and it's through the site, but it does not look legit, and they asking for like $700 for that shit.
Like out of like Nigeria or something.
Yeah,
India.
so
I was
Bond,
I used to
if you can, please bring that scent back because I love that shit so much.
I used to like Curb for Men back in the day. That was a good one. It was a good one. That and the original lineup of Adidas Moves was really good.
Yeah.
Smelled really fucking nice.
Did you ever have the Michael Jordan cologne?
Yeah, I did. It's like
a
joke gift. That I had Jordache cologne also.
Yeah. So one day I go to the dollar store. You know how they have like the imitation fragrances?
Yeah.
And it looks like the bottle. Tell me why this shit said Mitchell Gordon.
Mitchell Gordon.
And it was shaped like the
Did
Michael
it still
Jordan
have
cologne.
the outline of his head and shit?
Then, yeah. And that shit said Mitchell Gordon. That was the funniest shit. I still remember that to this day.
Yeah.
Because I walked in, I was like, oh, Mom, look, they have the Michael Jordan cologne. And I looked at the box and it said Mitchell Gordon. And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Nah, homie.
It didn't even smell close to what the Michael Jordan cologne smelled.
Dog, that's a flex. Michael Jordan cologne. Wow, that's so throwback.
You know another throwback cologne that smells really good? I think we talked about this, but the Unforgivable. Sean John.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That shit smells good.
Forgot about that.
Unforgivable. Man. So right now I'm on my East Saint Laurent.
Damn. My girl actually hooked me up with some Gucci Guilty.
Oh, that one's actually not bad.
It's nice.
I fuck with that one.
Quite nice.
It's quite nice. Yeah.
Quite nice. I'm gonna
nice.
say.
But yeah, man, Bond, if y'all could bring back that Riverside Drive, please. I need that in my life because that shit smells so good. I don't think y'all understand. Like that's one of my favorite. Bond No. 9. That's my favorite scent on my 2 Chainz shit. Like that shit is amazing.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I am not I'm not a big cologne guy.
I never been to, but there's like certain fragrances that I'm like, yo, like this shit hit.
That you'll smell and shit and be like, damn, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what my girl's been trying to break me of because she's like, you don't have no sense or nothing. I'm just like, yo, what can I say?
Nigga, you just smell like skin.
Like body wash.
You smell like body wash.
It holds me down. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I've always used like a fragrancy body wash though.
Yeah.
You know, so I could get away with it. But now it's just like, nah, you gotta have like a scent. And I'm just like, fuck. All right.
I'm just trying to get to that Bond No. 9, that Riverside. So that way if I ever run into Fat Joe, he'd be like, damn, Chaku, you smell good. I'm like, Joe, stop being weird, my guy.
Oh, and also, shout out to the Bath and Body Works for men scents.
Yo, those are actually dope too.
I'm a big fan of Ocean. Ocean is nice. That's not so. Here's the thing: they got cologne, but all you got to do is use the body wash and then the lotion, and it's basically like cologne.
Same thing.
Like it has the same. Like you'll be scented for the rest of the fucking day.
Just smelling all good.
Yeah. So shout out to that.
Man. Well, after that, sidetrack music corner, cause Fat Joe over here being weird.
Weirdos.
But overall, like I caught the end of it, and it didn't seem like it was a bad thing. Ja probably crushed him because he has way more hits. But yeah, you know.
I think that's something that a lot of people forget about. It's just how many fucking hits.
I seen somebody saying some shit too because like Fat Joe was trying to talk shit about Ja. Like they were, you know how those things get where they go back and forth. But somebody was saying that it's like you really can't say nothing to Ja because Ja really went through it. Like he's been humiliated. Like 50 Cent then like So anything you say to Ja at this point, like the whole Fire Festival shit.
Yeah.
So anything you say about Ja at this
I
point.
mean, the Fire Festival thing was just like a gift. Like 15 years after the fact, it's like we didn't need it, but it just happened. And his name just so happened to be attached to it. So it was just like, God damn, Ja.
My favorite shit is the Chappelle. He's like, man, when some crisis is going on in the world, want to know what Ja Rule is like. Where is Ja
Rule?
We need you, Ja Rule. Where is Ja?
That's crazy though. Oh man, that's wild. But I think we can wrap.
This is a good point to wrap it up. This is
right.
a nice little episode.
Frisky got me a little saucy kind of.
Yeah, the Frisky. So if you are in the market for something that tastes like Crown, but a little bit better, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Get you the
Bellevoye.
Bellevoye. I like how that came full circle because you said this looked like a fragrance bottle, and then we ended up talking about fragrances.
There you go.
So, shout out to Bellevoye.
Shout out to the French. Love them fries.
It's stupid. All right. On that note, we'll catch y'all next episode. Be on the lookout for merch coming soon. Hit us up on all the socials at Saucy Boys Pod on Instagram. You can find me and Mike's Instagrams on there attached to whatever we post.
Yeah.
And we'll see y'all next episode.
Bye.
Peace.